Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the online class for English grammar. How are you, my dear students of grade 6? I hope you all will be fine. Here is your teacher, Mrs. Naula, for the subject of English grammar. Today we are going to study direct and indirect objects on page number 52. Meanwhile, we will also analyze the topic of quotation marks and dialogues on page number 53. Let's start our today's lesson with the study of direct and indirect objects. Before that, you must know that there are basically three main ingredients or parts in any sentence. These three ingredients or parts are known as subject, verb, and object here. Subject is a person, place, a thing that is doing an action. Verb is always action of the subject. And what about object? Object is a person, is a place, is a thing, or any animal on which the action is being performed. Now, grammatically, the entity object can be divided into two main kinds, which are known as direct object and indirect object. A direct object is a noun, pronoun, or group of words that tells who or what receives the action of the verb. The direct object answers the questions whom or what after a transitive verb. Now here are some more examples regarding direct and indirect object. Sentences can contain both a direct and an indirect object. The word order varies between languages. For example, I gave the book to Laurie. I is a subject, gave is a verb. What about book? Book is a direct object and Laurie will become an indirect object. Here is another example. I sang a song for Iria. Now, area is an indirect object while song is a direct object. As I told you earlier, the order of the words in a sentence can vary. Pauline taught us the future tense. In examples 4 and 5, you were observing that indirect objects are appearing at the end, but here the situation is different. Now, here us, that is actually an object pronoun, is an indirect object, while the future tense that is at the end, that is a direct object. Here is another good example for all the students. He gave his teacher an apple. Who is he? Grammatically, he is a subject. It can be any person, my father, the child, the boys, and any person that is doing an action will be subject here. Verb is gave. What about his teacher? His teacher will become indirect object while an apple will be direct object. So far we have studied the division of direct and indirect objects. Now we are going to solve our exercises on page number 52 and 53. Here is our page number 52. Draw one line under the action verb, draw two lines under the indirect object, and you are going to put brackets around each direct object here. Grace handed her mother the notebook. The notebook is a direct object while mother is an indirect object. That's why there are two lines while handed is the verb here. The sentence can also be written like this way. Grace handed the notebook to her mother. Even in that case, mother will be categorized as an indirect object. Number 2, Jackie tossed me the basketball. The basketball is a direct object while me will become an indirect object and Jackie is a subject and tossed is a verb. According to the question, you will put one line under a verb, two lines under each indirect object while there will be brackets around each direct object in every sentence here. If you are going to write the sentence number 2 by modifying the order of the word, Jackie tossed the basketball to me. Even in that case, the basketball will remain as a direct object while me will become an indirect object as usual. Keeping in view the principles of direct and indirect objects, you are going to segregate all the words here grammatically. Like number 6, Zane's grandmother knitted him a red scarf. Knitted is a verb, so there will be one line. Him will get two lines as it is an indirect object here. What about scarf? Scarf is a direct object. Like number 9, the host showed his guests a good time. Now, time is a direct object, or while guest will become indirect object, and showed is a verb here. Now we are going to do page number 53. Here we have to do a lesson about quotation marks and dialogues. Rewrite each sentence using the correct capitalization and punctuation. Now here is a sentence where a proper punctuation and capitalization is missing. Can you suggest a good book? Asked Martin. So you are going to use quotation marks to write the actual statement of Martin. Can you suggest a good book? Right? Start a sentence with capital letter. Even before that, there will be quotation marks or inverted commas. There will be a sign of interrogative, a question mark. Ask Martin. Can you suggest a good book? Asked Martin. Number 2, what type of books interest you? Asked the librarian. In order to clarify the real statement or the real version of the librarian, we need to use quotation marks appropriately. What type of books interest you? Asked the librarian. Now you will have observed that I have used quotation marks to signify the exact words spoken by the librarian. Okay, so we have to keep these basic rules while we are applying the rules of punctuation. You will use quotation marks before and after someone's exact words. Begin a quotation with a capital letter. Place commas and periods inside quotation marks. If a quotation comes at the end of a sentence, use a period. Quotation marks are exclamation point to end it. If the sentence continues after a quotation is given, use a comma, quotation mark, or exclamation point to close the quotation. Number 4, let me show you some of our newest mysteries the librarian suggested. Now you can write the sentence as I have written, in keeping in view the order of the words and the rules of punctuation. Number 5, Martin exclaimed, comma, space, quotation marks will start the sentence. These look great. Now there will be a sign of exclamation. My dear students, I hope you will have done the two pages 52 and 53 very well with correct answers. See you next time with a new lesson. Till then, bye bye. Stay home, stay safe.